Well, hello fellow RVers, this is Gary from Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom, so where has freedom brought us? Well, we're close to Coleman, Texas at Hords Creek Park. This is a Corps of Engineer park. Now this park is divided into two sections. We have the Lakeside Park, and then across the dike on the other side of the lake we have Flatrock Creek. So we're going to do a review, a tour of this giant facility here, and let you see what all this is about. And in case you're wondering, I have some good news for you. I, through my hard work, have been promoted to poop chute specialist. I have got my official shirt, and I'm very happy. I worked hard for that honor. But with that being said, let's go do this tour.
First stop, it's a check-in station. And you do need a code to get in. Well, after hours. So straight ahead is the, I guess that's the dike,
That's
right?
the dike.
Yeah, where the dam is. And we go to the right here. And this field out here at night is covered in deer. Deer everywhere. This is probably the most spread out park I think we've ever been to. And by spread out, going back to that statement, I mean, you have like 6 sites on a loop, for example. And then there's another entire section by itself with maybe 6 or 8 sites. So you definitely have your own little neck of the woods.
Now, one thing I will do at the end of the video is this park has a montage of different types of sites, and I will read you off the list of 30 amp, 50 amp sewer sites, pull-throughs, and let you know which ones are which at the end.
We are just showing a sampling of the park roads because we rode our bikes the other day and didn't even drive every area of the park, and from our campsite and back was about 9 miles. Was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot. So there are a lot of roads here, and it is very beautiful. It's wide open. You can see forever. It's a different kind of landscape than we're used to, right?
Yep.
There's a quick peek at a shelter number 7. It looks like they have like hookups there. I don't know the story there, but anyway, that's a nice shelter. Dump station and trash receptacles to the right.
For this section of the park.
Watch your GPS directions when coming here, because it will, Gary, for what he put in, it tried to take us to a closed road and we had to turn around with the tow vehicle behind us. But if you just put in, the safest bet is to put in whatever the website says to put in. And that took us right here.
And turn where you see the sign.
Yes, when you see the sign, turn. There is another registration office, but it is closed. You can't get in that way. That part has been closed. Okay, sites 1 through 39. Screen shelters 1, 2, 3.
Group shelters 1, 3, and 5.
So because this is so spread out, we're just going to hit each camping area and any day use facilities. Usually it's just a boat ramp in the area. There's a dump station straight ahead. We're not going to go down to the shelters, but they're to the right. So just know they do have shelters here. There is a kayak launch down that way on the map, but there is no water there. So we rode down there to check it out, but it looks like it hadn't been used in a while, and there are no signs anymore directing you there. So the shelters are nice. It's a covered shelter, and that's part of the campground down there. Green shelters to the left. Boat ramp fishing pier to the right. It says swimming, but there's no swimming here. All the beaches are high and dry and out of the water. There's site 2. Small site.
Site 1.
And site 1. So part of the fun of figuring these videos out for you, there's a day use area. Actually, it's a beach straight ahead. We don't even need to drive over there. You can see it is completely out of the water. All the beaches, there's several beaches are like that. So part of the fun of doing these videos for you guys is figuring out what's what. Following the maps that were the driving force in having us start this, because sometimes the maps are a suggestion or they're just hard to read.
So there's sites 3 and 4 in front of us.
Yes. There's some folks out there enjoying the day. Sites 3, 4. Look at the trees. I love the gnarly trees around here. There's 5 right down there overlooking the water. Now I believe these are not sewer sites through here, right?
I will let you know at the end of the video.
At the end of the video, okay. So here is site 31.
So on the right you're going to have 31 through 21, and on the left you're going to have 5 through 13.
And they're back in on the right, and it looks like pull-throughs. Well, 6 right here is a pull-through, and whatever this one is, 7, comes complete with a bird on the picnic table.
If you want waterfront, you're looking at 4 through 12 in this loop.
29 is right there. And this is one of those sheltered areas. I don't know what number that is, but they have like the little...
That is 7A.
7A. And site 28 is right there. Now, it is very windy here, and so we're going to do the best we can, but there might be some wind noise.
That empty one on the right is 25 we're coming up to.
27, 25, backs in right there, and we just passed 9. Let me show you 9. 9 is right there on the water. That's a nice one right there too. Site 10, beautiful, and 11. Now there was a pull through on the right there, but there was some folks there. That was 26. And 24 is right there. Check out the trees. Love it. So many birds here. Site 23. And right here looks like this looks like a pull-up side. Site 12. And 21. So that's looking back over where we just were. 21 and 22 looks like a buddy sign. And here is the courtesy dock and the boat ramp.
Yep, a little fishing pier and a boat ramp and another dock.
So there you go. And if you see across the way there, that's the other part, the Flatrock area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So straight ahead are some of the screened in shelters. I saw one of them was 14, so we'll probably be swinging back around there.
Swing back around to get 13 through 15B, if this is 15B.
So these are shelters you can
15,
use. 15
B.
and there's two 15s here, so one must be.
And that's a 15C.
Oh, C. I don't know.
This is the covered. You get these covered patios, I guess, with these sites.
Yeah. And
if it has a letter behind the site number, it's usually a covered area. Has a covered patio.
Isn't that nice though?
There's 15C and there's 15B. Now we're going to get into this other little loop. A.
15. Look at the trees. It's so awesome. $14 right there. We just passed.
And 13.
Yep. And then we're back to where the dock and all is. We try to show as many sites as we can, but in a park like this, there's loops within a loop within a loop. So there is an inner loop here somewhere that we want to show you.
36.
36
this is the loop.
To the right. This is the little inner loop. $35. And then
34.
34.
And then 32.
There you go.
And that's this loop. Come back out. The main road.
Well, the main road in this area,
Main
right?
road in this area.
So the other three are 39 straight ahead. 38 is going to be right in front of us. And there's a pull through here, which is 37.
Okay, now we can go.
And there is a really nice covered playground in this area. Right there. There's a swimming area out of the water, another view of it. And we're going to go down here and check out the screened shelters. There's one right there. These are more like rustic cabins.
There's a closed boat ramp across the way.
And more sites that we're going to be checking out in a moment. Cabin F.
Or screened enclosure F, whatever they call it.
Screened shelter is what they call it. Now we check the website, recreation.gov, for more information on these shelters.
E.
Shelter E.
D.
I do see air condition hanging out of that one, so makes me think they might have electric in them.
C. And B. And there is an air condition hanging out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that concludes this one section of Lakeside Park. So now we got, sorry to say, but 4 more sections of Lakeside Park.
But, well, I can't even say because we haven't been across the dam area. So I don't know how massive that is, but some of these aren't as bad as big as this. Aren't as big as this. We're driving now back to the other sections. We'll check back in with you when we get there. About 5 minutes of driving, right? The boat ramp we saw across the way is right down that road. We don't need to go that way, but there is a campsite right there.
That's 41, so that's 40.
That's 40, where that travel trailer is. This is 41.
42.
42 right there. We were just across the way there. You see this one beach out of the water?
43. 44 and 45. 44 right there and 45 right there where that travel trailer is.
There.
And group shelter 7.
Yeah, so when I showed you on the way out, that has like hookups. Interesting. Alright, straight ahead is the next section.
Yep, and then we got another loop coming up. This is going to be, looks like 46 through 55. Something like that.
And straight ahead, if you see that gray motorhome, that silver, gray, black, that's us. We'll see that in a minute.
It's 47.
On which one?
Right.
47 on the right.
This is called 48A.
48A.
So if you're looking for waterfront, you got 49.
Which is coming up. Right there, 49. $50. 51.
52.
2 right there.
There's the dike, the Webby.
Oh, you can get a good peek at Ruff Road now. When we get around
53.
a little bit more. 53 right there. Well, no, and then there's trees.
54.
54 right there. There's
55 where the bus is. We got 2 more sites on the way out, 48 and 46.
we're sitting right up in those
Yep,
trees
they're
up there.
on the right hand side.
Here we go. 48.
46 where that camper is. Travel trailer.
There's some folks packing up there, but so we'll just skip that one.
Now we're going to continue on down to another loop.
Don't they say everything's big in Texas?
Group shelter 6. And here's another semi loop. We're looking at 56 through 62.
And they are all on the right, just like the other side was.
We were just up where that travel trailer is up there.
And here you go.
That's 56. All these sites are going to be on the right hand side.
And it might be a little blustery here.
57. 58.
It's 58 right there.
59. Here's a big deep site. 60.
There we are. 67. We'll see that in a minute. Oh, there's one on the left. Well,
Yeah,
make
now
a
we're
liar out of me.
Now we're on this.
61.
Yep.
Is that the only one on the left?
No, it's 62.
Oh, okay. There's one more up here, 62. So You see what we mean? Spread out. Not only are the sites, many of the sites spread out from one another, but each little loopy area is so spread out from another loop area.
All right. Now we're going to come back to the road where the check-in road,
Right.
call it.
2 more little sections on this side, right?
63 through 77. And there's like 2 sections.
Yeah, it's like a V.
It's like a V. 63 through 77. I will say that all these sites back in here are sewer sites and 50M.
So all these sites are on the left, but you can see them easily here. There's site 63, pull through, 64, pull through, 65, also pull through,
66.
66 where the 5th wheel is, and there we are, Ruff Road, site 67.
And you'll be able to see the swim beach.
Yeah, the swim beach is right here to the right. It also is out of the water.
Those swim beaches are
Every swim beach
land,
is
yeah.
out. And straight over where you see that 5th wheel is our last loop to check out. But look at our living area. It's nice up under the trees and the birds. It's a great campsite.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the last section of this park, which is going to be 68 through 77.
And that's just right up here and to the right. .68 right there, a pull through. Down there. Now there are sites. Let's see if I can get sites on the right and left. 69 is right there.
70 is where the Crusader is, and 71 is just up where that next 5th wheel is.
Right, and those are pull through in the middle sites, like 71 is. It goes all the way through to the other side. So quite a nice living space over there. Right here on the right is 72.
We'll be circling around.
And 75, that's a one-way over there. 74 on the right. 77 on the left. There's a closed boat ramp. Yeah, you have to make a loop here. And there's a look at Hords Creek Lake, right? Did I say that?
Yep. Now on the other side is called Flatrock Park, and this concludes Lakeside Park camping area. Now we have to go over the dike to do Flatrock Park.
But as always, do check the timestamps down below to see a specific area that you're looking for, or maybe you just want to hear the wrap-up, and that is there.
Right.
Under wrap-up, the chapter
Under
wrap-up.
wrap-up. And wrap-up, I'm going to let you know which ones are 30, 50 sewer sites and all that. Going straight over the dike, the dam, the levee.
Now if you want to see an amazing sunset, ride your bike up here, or walk up here.
Or if you want to see a million deer.
Or a million deer, yeah. Oh, and every night when I come up here to watch the sunset, as soon as the sun drops below the horizon, the trees really, these coyotes just go to yipping all off in that direction. But right there's the campground. You can see, here's an aerial view.
Lakeside Park.
Lakeside Park area.
And we have been told by some fellow campers if we go to Coleman to a place called Owl's, they have an old-fashioned soda fountain, homemade milkshake place with hamburgers. So we're going to try that out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They
Yes.
said it is the best milkshake they have ever had in their lives.
And they make real soda fountain sodas. They put the syrup in and shoot the fizz to it. Hand it to you.
Yeah, we are looking forward to that today.
Like back in happy days.
Not for anything. Nice view around here. The boat launch is right there to the right. And it looks like another dry swim beach. There you go. We don't even have to drive down there. There's the boat ramp. Swim beach. It is out of water right now. I love how Army Corps parks have vests available though. That's awesome. And parking. There's also a bathroom down there. You can see another swim beach across the way there. But on water.
That was our tour of Lakeside Park at Hords Creek Lake, close to Coleman, Texas. I got the windscreen because it's windy. Anyway, as far as our site goes, site 67, we have a nice site here, plenty of yard as you can see behind us, 50 amp and sewer at our site, and plenty of room. Now, there's plenty of places here to walk dogs or do bike riding on the roads because this park is spread out all over. I don't know how many acres it is, but there's a lot of roads here. There are no designated trails, hiking trails or biking trails per se. It's just roads. Now our Verizon service here, it's just not working.
Well, we're on roaming.
We're on roaming and H something, which that meant
To step up from 3G.
a step up from 3G.
Or good 3G or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it meant, but what it means to us is that downloading and getting on the internet is just not, you better have a lot of patience
Yes.
if you can get on at all. As far as the park itself with the swim beaches and the lake out here, the lake water is what it is. There are no feeder canals or anything that feed this lake to affect the water levels. It solely relies on rainfall. So with no rain, the water levels stay as they are. Like we said, the beaches are all out of the water, and the kayak launch and even the creek that would go to the kayak launch is all dry riverbed. But there is a nice playground over at this other section of the park on the other side of this park. Now you're about 25 minutes from Coleman, which is a great big city. Anything in the world that you want would be in Coleman. So this would be Lakeside Park, and let me give you a little bit of rundown in case you're going to book here. Pull-through sites: 2, 6, 7A, 8, 17, 18, 19, 26, 37, and 63 through 77. Your 50 amp sites are going to be 12 through 15C, site 35, and then 63 through 77. And your sewer sites are going to be 28 through 33, 40 through 48A, and 63 through 77. So that's the rundown on the park here. Now across the dike there is another Corps of Engineer park that's linked with this one. You go through the same check-in station, and it's called Flatrock Park. Now we're going to do a tour of that park, but it does not open till May 1st. So we could not do a tour of the park, but I can give you a little bit of information here. There are like 4 different sections of Flatrock Park. If you want to, here's a map, the bottom part of it. And as far as that that park there goes, your pull-through sites over on that side will be 109, 114, 116, 117, 118, 119, 407, and 413. Your 50 amp sites are going to be 115, 401 through 407, 413, and 416. There are no sewer sites on the other side, and double sites at Flatrock Park are 111 and 115. There are no double sites on Lakeside. So that's the information that I can give you on Flatrock Park. Oh, let me say one thing about this place. If you look out here, you see all these tree stands out here with these gnarly trees, and the birds here are chirping. You got doves are cooing, and you got deer. There's just a lot of really pleasant nature sounds going on here in this park that really add to the ambiance of camping here.
Right, and there's spring is popping up everywhere. There's little tiny flowers just as we're walking around. Like every day there seems to be a little bit more wildflowers about.
Right.
It's really cool.
So I guess with that being said, we may as well go ahead and wrap up this this tour of Hords Creek, Corps of Engineer Park.
Just one word of caution, check your directions.
Yes. So today is something, April 11th, and it's around 80 degrees out here right now. This is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And this is the
breezy
least
day.
Well, it is a light breezy day compared to all the other days. All the other days we couldn't even sit out here and do this video.
No.
So this is probably as less of a wind as we get.
Right. So anyway, with that, this is Gary, and got Sharon behind the camera. Dogs are inside. Please click like and subscribe, and leave us a comment, and follow us on our 2022 journey as we head out. Keep going west until we hit California, and yeah, share with us or ask us questions. We'll give you an answer that best we can. But right now, it's getting close to cheeseburger and milkshake time.
Woohoo!
I'm from Florida, and I love a cheeseburger in paradise. So, take care, folks. Safe journeys. Hope to see you on the road someday.